The Joe Rogan Experience. Parody.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Rogan Experience. My special guest tonight will be John Madden and Donald Trump. Donald Trump, do you believe in the power of prayer? I mean, you seem like a Christian man. Do you know the words to the Lord's Prayer? Can you cite that for me here, please?
Yes, I think I could cite that for you. Let's see here. How does it go? Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy will be done, thy kingdom come. On earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, as we forgive those trespassers who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Is that good enough for you, Monsieur Rogan? Anyway.
You forgot something. I think you forgot dying is the power of the kingdom of heaven for now and as always shall be forever. Amen. See? You forgot that part, dude. If you're gonna recite, I don't know where I got that from. The Lord's Prayer, you must complete it. Otherwise, I do nothing.
I'll tell you guys, I tried going to church one time and I realized they wanted me to go on Sunday, and I said, no, thank you, because that's when football happens on Sunday. If I wasn't playing football, I was announcing football. If I wasn't announcing football, then I was announcing the John Madden game. Came out way back in the 80s, I do believe.
Well, I'll tell you what, Johnny boy. It's that song, Johnny boy. Johnny boy, the pipes are calling. I don't know. Anyway, I can remember when you played with the Rams. I think it was back in 78, I believe. And I got some old footage of that, but I don't want to show it on tonight's show. But yeah, the John Madden series. I remember first started on the Sega system. I think you first got started in what, 96, I believe it was. It was on the Sega system. I remember some people say it was on Super Nintendo, but I think maybe one game came out that was Madden football on the Super Nintendo. I'm wondering, was that the first one? Yeah, that might have, you know what, that might have been the first one.
Whoa there, Skinny. The first John Madden game came out for the Commodore 64, and that was in 1988. I'll never forget that moment. And then, of course, consequently, since then, since I believe 92, they've had a single John Madden game come out ever since, and here we are, 2023. How long have I been dead? What, like a couple of years?
Well, let's see. How long have you been dead? Let me look that up. It says here you died in December of 2021. So, like 2 years. Yeah, dude, you've only been dead for 2 years.
What? That doesn't seem right. I feel like I've been burning in hell for like at least 5 years. So, now wait a minute. Yeah, I seem to remember dying way back in 2019. Or even like 2016, somewhere along there. That was the last time I did a Madden game. What the fuck is going on here? Ain't no way.
Yeah, it says here December of 21. So you haven't even been dead for 2 years. It's been a year and, what, 10 months now? Yeah, you haven't quite been dead for 2 years. But yeah, that's weird, dude. I could have swore you died like a few years ago, like 2019. Wow. Ain't no way. Well, anyway, back to the show. So, let me ask both of you this questions. How do you prefer your pork chops to be prepared? Fried in the skillet, cooked on the grill, or baked in the oven covered in breading? Personally, I like mine cooked off the grill. Nothing tastes better than fresh off the grill pork chops, baby. You know?
Got a question. Man, do you remember John Zelinsky? John Zelinsky was a 5'9" quarterback. Okay? They like to throw the ball in weird positions. Backwards, overhand, underhand, over. It was crazy. But he once got sacked by a 360-pound defensive end by the name of Toby Taylor. Anyway, Toby Taylor then, he sent him to the hospital for several months. And it may even have impacted his career. By the name of Toby Taylor. Anyway, Toby Taylor then, he sent him to the hospital for several months. And it may even have impacted his career.
I remember that young quarterback very well, if I recall right. His name wasn't Bill Zucchini or Sharoni. His name was Ted Lazinski. And let me tell you about Ted Lazinski. Ted Lazinski was an okay quarterback, but he had an attitude in that locker room like he was the shit. And Bill Zucchini came in the locker room that day, and Bill Zucchini said, "Ted, if you're such a tough guy, then I want you to snatch the cigar out of my mouth." And Ted just cackled, and thought he was just messing with him. Well, the minute that Ted reached over there to snatch Bill's cigar out of his mouth, Bill had his hand twisted and turned around and had him on the ground faster. You could say Grandma Gates is great. Grandma Gates is great cooking. And he had him on the ground, his face bashed to the concrete floor there. And without missing a beat, Ted looks up and goes, "Hey, Bill." Bill's like, "Cut the shit, Ted." He's like, "No, look on the floor." And he looked on the floor, and I'll be goddamn if that cigar wasn't on the floor, crushed into pieces, of course, but still, he did it.
Oh man, ain't that something? I bet you have a million stories just like that. I can just imagine the kind of shit that goes on in a professional football locker before the game. Some of the jokes the guys must play on each other, we call it ribbing. I know in MMA fighting, I go to that back locker room and those guys are just clowning nonstop.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I've been to a lot of MMA fights, been to a lot of NFL games, and I have had the pleasure of sitting in the locker room. Those are special tickets you get. You get locker room privileges. You get field goal privileges. All the free food, all the free drinks, everything that you want. It's wonderful, huh? I've seen those guys snapping towels at your butts, and it was wild.
Donald, bro, I just found out something really wild about you. You, in 1997, were in the stage production of The Wizard of Oz, and this is interesting. You actually look like Dorothy Gale. Like, you played the part of Dorothy Gale. Do we have a clip of this? My producer says he's got a clip. Hold on. Look at this. Here's the clip. Oh my God, dude. Is this for real? What's he doing? Oh, we gotta play this, bruh. I mean, for real, dog. He is singing, ladies and gentlemen, get this. Here is Donald Trump singing Over the Rainbow. Oh my God, this is gonna be hilarious. Play that beautiful bean footage.
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby.
Oh my God, dude. That is hilarious. But why are you dressed as the powerful and almighty Oz? That's weird. I thought it was a picture of you dressed as Dorothy Gale, but it turned out to be someone else. But hey, I gotta say, that wasn't so bad singing. Oh God, excuse me. I had too many pork chops for dinner. Ah, jeez.
Like you got all them pork chops on you, Joe. Boy, I tell you what, there was one time I'll never forget it. Randy Moss and I had just had an entire bucket of hot wings, and Randy Moss, by the time it was over with, he was sweating from eyebrow to eyebrow and just hacking it, coughing and sneezing. It was terrible. But those hot wings are pretty damn good. Oh, boy. I tell
Boy, that's a great story. Hey, Donald, do you think you could sing Amaro from Annie? I bet you could. You sang that Over the Rainbow business way too good.
Okay, tomorrow. I don't even remember all of this, but here it goes. The sun will come out tomorrow. You can bet your bottom dollar it'll take your sorrow. And you'll know when the day is gray and lonely, and you just want to get away, but stay at home. Sit and stay and pray for tomorrow, tomorrow. I love you tomorrow. You're only a day away. Thank you. Thank you very much. Boy, I really got to clear up my voice after that one.
Well, we lost John. He was saying something about your singing, by the way. He wishes that you would do a more manly song like Give Me a Break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. That's what he was saying. It's actually in his notes here that he was going to say that. He left his notes. I don't know if we'll ever see him again, but congratulations, Mr. Madden. Congratulations.
Boy, I tell ya, that Johnny, he's something else. He really is. It's a shame we lost him. The shame. But, you know, he was kind of starting to ramble on anyway. So let me ask you, Joe, what's your favorite side dish, huh? Green beans, mashed potatoes, stuffing, spinach with vinegar on it, huh? Which one is it?
Well, it's an easy one. I love carrots smothered in celery. You give me carrots smothered in celery, and I'll take that over corn with cheese in it, green beans with onions in them, and bacon bits, mashed potatoes, dressing. I'll take carrots stuffed with celery any time of the day, I'll tell you, brother. By the way, I'm back.
I seen that you're back. By the way, what in the hell happened? Did you slip through a vortex or something? I like cheesy potato. Actually, cheesy potato casserole. I tell you, there's nothing like it. You take some hash browns, some butter and onion, salt and pepper, some garlic, smother that shit in shredded cheese, shove it in the oven. Oven, 450 degrees for about 30 minutes. And I'll tell you, you got liquid gold there. Oh, I forgot to say, you do have to add, sour cream to it. That does give it its flavor. By the way, Donald, I noticed you lost your earbuds in the last minute and a half or so that we've been talking. What happened, bud?
Well, I had my headphones on, but Go-Kart Bob come walking by, and he hit the cord, his leg, and tripped over it. He's okay, but he pulled the plug out of my headphones, and the headphones went flying across the room and crashed into the refrigerator. Way to go, Go-Kart Bob. Oh, boy. No, seriously, though, Go-Kart Bob is a good guy. He has my total complete support.
Well, you mentioned Go-Kart Bob. Who else has your support? I mean, do guys like John Madden, for an example, do they stand a chance? Or perhaps Philo Fire, wherever the heck she's at, and I hope she's okay, by the way, so prayers go out to her. But do you support other guys as well that are within the Mandela affected community and out there in the world?
Yes, of course. I'll support anybody who comes at me with their arms wide open. And speaking of the Mandela effect, I think I have a Mandela effect for you, Mr. Rogan. I don't remember being this orange. How the fuck did I get to be this orange? And also, I remember myself owning a casino in Atlanta. I do believe I had one in Atlanta.
Donald, you rich old coot. You did not have, what is it, coot or kook? A kook. You kook? You old kook, you? You crazy old kook? You did not have a casino in Atlanta, Georgia. You had a casino hotel in Atlantic City, New Jersey, home of WrestleMania 4 and 5. You were even there.
You old guys? Oh, hell, turn that off. I'd hate the shit on the podcast here, the podcast parade, as I was going to call it. But I gotta get up and announce some football games. Hell's got a lot of football games, surprisingly. I guess Satan must like tossing around the old pigskin. I don't know. Anyway, it's been really nice being on this show.
It's been really nice having you on the show. And Donald, why are you doing that? Oh, gross, man. Hey, wait a minute. Is that a goat? What? You actually have a golden toilet. Well, I guess it's better than having a golden ticket. Anyway, John Madden, ladies and gentlemen, the great late John Madden. It was a pleasure having him on the show, let me tell you.
Yes, Joe, these goat toilets really are nice. Oh, they're so comfortable. And I tell you, I had one when I was in jail, and let me tell you, the comfort level, oh, buddy, so comfortable, so comfortable. Anyway, John Madden, it was good having him on this show, but, you know, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, bro, when you gotta go, you gotta go. And oh my God, you're going right now. Dude, at least give us a courtesy flush. Good Lord. Man, I just got downwind of that. What the fuck are you eating? Oh, just God.
I've been eating a combination of pork and beans and deviled eggs. Yeah, I think it's the deviled eggs that did it. Oh, sorry, I don't know what. I'm not even on the toilet. I shouldn't do that. Some Joe Biden would do. Oh, brother. Anyway, I really enjoyed being on the show too, Joe. And who knows, maybe next time, I'll bring you a golden toilet. Speaking of toilets, did you know that Elvis died on a toilet? I wonder if it was a gold toilet. You know, he was the king, so the king needs his gold toilet, needs his golden throne, if you will. He was the king of rock and roll. I mean, come on, sing me some soul and old-time rock and roll, you know?
Yeah, and did you know that because of all the drugs that was in his system, he didn't shit for 4 months? Oh my God, can you just imagine how backed up he must have been? I mean, your intestines could stretch out what? Like, I don't know, 25, 50 miles down a highway or something like that. I don't know the exact number, but yeah, the man was full of shit, literally. Being that backed up, I could just kill you. Just imagine he was probably sitting there straining his ass off, literally, and probably even pop some blood vessels, I would imagine. What a horrible death he must have had. What a horrible death. Anyway, let's get on to something more positive.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. How come is it that the Flintstones could make their car go with the courtesy of Fred's own 2 feet, but everybody in the car was using all of their feet to get that car to go? And I'll tell you something else. It coasted for quite some time. Okay, now what does that tell you? That tells me that they made things way better in the Stone Age than they do today.
Well, I can kind of explain that. Are you ready for this? Dude, this is gonna just blow your mind. Okay, check this out, right? So the Flintstones. Okay, so there's a, what do you call it? A theory going about the Flintstones are actually from the future. And what happened was there was a apocalyptic event that wiped out most of humanity. So the survivors started an entire society where they would use prehistoric tools to make modern equipment. And the theory goes even deeper than that, that there was a society that survived underground, and then their houses were risen above ground about 200 or 300 levels above sea level, I believe it is. But anyway, that's how the Jetsons and the Flintstones meet. It's because they are all living in the same time period, and that's why they can, all understand each other, because they speak the same language. So, yeah, that's the backstory on the Flintstone theory.
Yes, I get it, Joe. It's kind of like there are 2 cities where one thrived and survived. The other one survived but de-evolved. They went backwards in technology. Kind of reminds me of The Tale of Two Cities. Charles Dickens, The Tale of Two Cities. You ever read that one, Joe? Now, how come they didn't make any movies about that one like they did with Scrooge?
Because Ebenezer Scrooge is an uplifting story about a rich man, much like yourself, who is very cruel in his ways and has darkness in his heart, and is uplifted by the spirits of Christmas. And the other one you're talking about, The Tale of Two Cities, is just boring as fuck. That's why they didn't make a movie about it. Besides, didn't they kind of make a movie about it when they did Dark Knight Rises?
Now, Joe, I am highly disappointed in you. I can't believe that you would make such a big deal out of a rich man getting the spirit lifted on Christmas. How dare you? I'm the richest man that I know. And I'm a good guy. I do good things. Did you know that I didn't even take a salary for being President of the United States? That's right, Joe. No, I donated it to various organizations. So anyway, I'm getting hungry.
Well, I'm putting frozen burritos in my microwave because I like to eat food sometimes.
Hell, it's better than eating plastic, I suppose. Joe, do you want to go to bed? Are you getting tired? You look like you're getting tired. Maybe your eyelids are getting heavy. I don't know. But anyway, I got a long day tomorrow, brother. I gotta get up, wash some dishes, have some coffee, and then I gotta wash some more dishes, and I might do a little bit of mowing.
Well, mow some grass for me, brother. Speaking of grass, I'm going to go ahead and pack my one-hitter. Did you hear that? That's me packing my one-hitter. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and call it quits for now. I think I'm going to sneeze anyway. You ready for this sneeze? Oh boy, it's coming out.
Yeah.
They say that if you close your eyes while you sneeze, then they'll make you pee at the same time. But they also say that you can't pee, fart, and sneeze all at the same time. Anyway, I'd like to thank my special guest, John Madden, good old Donald Trump as always, and for all of you listeners who have tuned in here tonight. Good night, everybody. But Donald, why don't you play us out?
Well, okay, sounds good to me, Joe. I'm going to play us out by saying, please make sure you listen to the Joe Rogan Experience each and every week. And oh my God, I think I'm going to sneeze too. Eat all your fruits and vegetables. And don't forget, subscribe to the Hebrew channel for more awesome Donald Trump shit. Drive very carefully because there are deer out there, because it's getting darker sooner now and it's cooler, so they all like to go out in the woods and fuck. But at any rate, God bless America and good night, everyone. I'm Donald Trump. I approve this message. Oh, and one more thing before we go. I'd like to give a special shout out to Michael Fontaine.
Michael Fontaine.
Michael Fontaine.
It's Michael Fontaine, I reckon.
Michael Fontaine? Goes to Ace Hardware?
Yes, Michael Fontaine. And one last thing, guys. Next time, let's do a top tier list of what, you may ask me, 70s television. Good night, everybody. Do. Man, I love that part. God bless America.
Can I miss Obama and even Creepy Joe? Got to admit, this show just ate the sand without them two motherfuckers. Anyway, I wonder if they want me back as Mace Windu. Oh well, who cares? Hey, motherfucker! Give me my fucking wallet back! What's the matter with you? Beauty.
That's all, folks.